All right, you're breaking records all over the place this season, but tonight you broke the record for the single season most points in the season. So how does that feel for you as a sophomore to come in here and do that?
It's the testimony to my hard work, late nights, early mornings, two-a-days, before practice, after practice, anything I can do to help myself to get better, to make the team win, I'm doing it. And I was just grinding, you know, during the summer and then during the season as well.
How instrumental was the crowd tonight?
It was big. Every time we made a big play, got a bucket, the crowd was into it. We fed off their energy, so it was good tonight.
You were able to come back and end the season on a positive note. So how does it feel to come back and now be CBI champions?
Feels great. Definitely momentum going to next season because we know how to. We got experience now in the postseason, and we got guys coming back from injuries and that's been sitting out, so it'll be good. This
is the only tournament in the NCAA where you play a series. So how was it like to come back and play San Francisco for 3 games this week?
It was tough. Going over personnel every day, traveling to San Francisco to come back to Denton the next day, and we just played with grit and the energy that the crowd brought really helped us.
Last but not least, you are now the MVP of the CBI champion. So how does that feel?
Feels great. I mean, I just played my heart out, especially tonight. My team really wanted this bad, and so we got the W, got the series win.
All right, Coach, the season looked like it was over after that loss to La Tech, but now you're able to come back in the season on a positive note. So how does it feel to come back and be CBI champions?
I don't think I could have imagined it, you know. Honestly, it was a super low point during the year because we struggled. Lost a lot of close games, and man, I feel like just this being Good Friday, there's a lot of hope. And as tough as the year was, for this to come out of it was a huge blessing that I don't think anybody expected. And for our whole community and for Denton and for North Texas and for our players to now have a taste of what it is to win championships, I couldn't be more thrilled for our guys, and you know, it points to an exciting future.
You talked about a lot of the tough losses during the season, but now, you know, you're able, there wasn't ever a question of the fight that this team had. So what can you say about this special group of guys?
Yeah, I mean, their competitiveness and their ability to stick together, and I think it was on display tonight when, you know, Alante hadn't played a lot in these games. And then we stick him in when it was the most important possessions. He comes up with like 3 big baskets and good defensive stops, and that's what's fun about being a part of a team. I mean, you got Rose who can go make all the plays, and Ryan who's done it all year long, but then you have Duffy and Mike who step in big moments, and that's what's the best part about being on a team. You never know when you're going to get an opportunity, and to our guys' credit, they never gave up. They played their tails off, and when it was their turn, they stepped up and made big plays.
Roosevelt Smart, you talked about him all season and how he's just a scorer. He broke the record for most points in a single season with 742. So what can you say about his play throughout the season and throughout this tournament?
Well, there's a couple records broken, which is cool. You know, Roosevelt gets MVP tonight, and he breaks the scoring record. Ryan breaks the assist record a couple games ago. So just for our team to have those kind of records go down and to win a championship in the Super Pit, cut down nets, I mean, I don't know if it gets better.
Down the stretch there, A.J. Lawson was able to come up with some big shots for you guys. So what can you say about his play tonight?
Yeah, you know, his competitiveness, he's super competitive, you know, and he's been through some tough injuries throughout the year, and he can really, you know, he can put a lot of pressure on defenses in the way he attacks. And so it was great to see him stay aggressive when we needed somebody to get to the rim. He provided a huge spark for us scoring at the basket.
In your first season as a head coach here, as the Mean Green head coach, how is it to win this championship from a coach's perspective?
Well, I just think it says a lot about our staff and the players and our administration, honestly, because you don't get to play in tournaments like this unless your administration is behind you. And so, I mean, you know, truth be told, we were kind of dead in the water after the conference tournament, and, you know, our staff was like, let's keep playing. Our players wanted to keep playing, and the administration wanted us to. And so I think more than anything, it says a lot about the University of North Texas and where we're going, and that the future is extremely bright.
Since the beginning of this tournament and really the beginning of the season, you talked about the importance of fan support, alumni support. What was the crowd like for you, and how instrumental were they tonight?
I walked in here the day that I got introduced as the basketball coach. I actually coached a game on this court when I was in junior college, But when I walked in here, honestly, I just imagined it with all these people in it. And, you know, over the course of the year, the crowd kept building. And then to walk in here tonight in the same way and to see all the people in it was just, man, it was a tremendous blessing. And I think the vision of where we want to go is starting to be realized as a program, and just feel blessed to be able to do it and to coach here with our guys and to have such great fans that love basketball and get involved and cheer when we need them. And tonight when we were struggling, they came through defensively and just kind of willed us to the win. So such a special opportunity to be here, and hope we can keep it rolling.
This is the only tournament in the NCAA where you play a series of games. So what was it like having to play San Francisco for 3 games this week?
Well, it was tough. I mean, give them credit because they're super competitive and they can really shoot, and they never went away. But, you know, our staff and our players, I thought we made great adjustments in between each game, and that's fun. You don't ever get to do it again, and hopefully, you know, from here on out you get opportunities to play in, you know, the NCAA tournament. But to be able to have that experience was really unique.
Congratulations, Coach.
Thank you.